From Forex Traders Daily, this is your daily analysis with Ross Mullins, live from Richmond, Virginia.
Hello everyone, this is today's video analysis for October 14th, 2016. In today's video, I'm going to do something a little bit different, and I'm going to go over two different currency pairs, the Australian dollar, AUDUSD, and the US dollar versus the Canadian dollar, USDCAD, because I think both of them are reaching some interesting levels that we'll want to watch for opportunities for the day today. First off, starting here on the AUDUSD, Australian US dollar, this is the weekly time frame, and I've been pointing this out in the live daily trade room for quite a long time because I think it's very interesting how the market's been handling this long-term trend line, the red trend line that you see here on the weekly time frame. So remember where that comes from. Now let's take it down to the daily, and let's zoom it in here on the daily time frame. So here's that red trend line, and we can see back here on the left with the red circle, came close to it, challenged it, but didn't break through it and turn back lower. Then it came up at the black circle, challenged it, didn't break it, went back down. Then it came up here at the blue circle. It did push through it a little bit for a few days and then turned back around and went back down. The reason I point this out is, guess what? Here we are again today, challenging the 76.20, 76.35 level, the purple shaded area right here at the red trend line again, the long-term weekly trend line. So one of two things is going to happen. Clearly, there's two opportunities here. One, it could just break through and continue to go higher. And that's the risk we take in trading, is that the market does something we don't expect it to do. So it could break through the purple zone and go back up to the blue zone or even higher if it continues the bullish price action that we've seen over the past couple of days. The other opportunity is it could, once again, just like it has for the past several months, bounce off that trend line and go back down. So it's an interesting area for a trading opportunity. So if you want to trade that long-term weekly trend line looking for resistance and reversal, this becomes the spot. I've already taken a quick sell there at 76.30, looking for the market to bounce off of it, maybe head back down here towards the pink shaded area into the mid to upper 7500s. The pink zone becomes our next target. Lower if it does bounce off of here, as it has before. The purple zone, of course, if you look back in time, see a lot of support here offering resistance. Here's some resistance back here and resistance back here. So we've seen historical support, resistance, and decision making here on the Australian dollar right around this purple zone historically. So this is the spot we're looking at. If the dollar finds a little bit of a surge today, we could see this go down. If the Australian dollar finds some strength, this goes back up. And vice versa, if we get some weakness out of Australia, this goes down. And weakness out of the US, this goes up. So we do have some news today that we'll want to pay attention to. So this is a key decision point. But I've already taken the sell at 76.30, looking for the bounce off the long-term trend line that we've seen for the past several months for the Australian dollar. In a similar yet opposite situation, we're challenging a trend line here on the USDCAD. The interesting thing about this currency pair, though, is that we're very close to the highest high of the range that we've been studying. The black box you see here, you see the green shaded area. Let's zoom it in a little bit here on the daily, and you look to the left-hand side of the chart. Let me scroll over just a little bit. You look to the left-hand side of the chart, the blue box, you can see resistance. The red circle here on the right-hand side, you see resistance, and here resistance, and even over the past week or so, resistance in the green zone. So we know the green zone is resistance, and we've seen several times where the market's reversed. But you take a trend line, the black trend line here, and connect it with our last lows, and we're challenging that trend line today right here at the orange shaded area. The orange shaded area where the black trend line is 1.3175, 1.3150. So if we're looking for a buy scenario in the direction of the trend, then this becomes the spot to do it. You buy at a lower point, just like the last time we were here. If it finds support like this, we go back to the green shaded area, and if it breaks the green zone, we continue in the direction of the trend. The risk, and like I said earlier, there's risk in every scenario, is that the market changes its mind and pushes it lower. Now, I think that the past day, yesterday, and so far today, the fall has been on the little bit of a rise in oil prices that we've seen over the past 24 hours. Oil prices have been on the rise. If they find resistance, as they did yesterday, and take a little bit of a turn down, then we could be looking for this to bounce back up towards the green zone. So oil prices going back down, this turns back higher again. Oil prices going back up or continuing up, this may break the orange zone and go lower. So again, there's risk in every trade scenario. 31.75 is the entry, looking for it to go back to the green zone or higher in the direction of the trend from the trend line. A breakdown of this orange zone, 31.50, is the risk, and we'll likely look for it to turn lower. We'll watch news today, we'll watch oil prices, and see how both of these currency pairs handle their trend lines for the Australian dollar and the USDCAD.
From Forex Traders Daily, this has been your daily analysis with Ross Mullins. If you would like to get Ross's analysis on all the currency pairs he's watching and all the trades he takes today, join him in his live trade room by clicking on the link below. Please leave any comments you have about today's video in the comments section below.